We have already seen the solution to two problems. What we'll do is maybe solve another two problems before we conclude. So, this is the statement of a problem where we have 5 kg of wet steam with the dryness of 80%, and it is made to pass through a superheater at a pressure of 1 megapascal absolute, and in the superheater its temperature increases to 350 degrees centigrade. If the specific heat capacity of superheated steam is again 2.25 kilojoules per kg Kelvin, you are required to find out these three. Okay. So what it means is, first thing is, again, because the dryness fraction, we have seen what is the data. Weight of the steam is 5 kg. Then the dryness fraction is 0.8, that is 80%, that is 0.8. Then the superheated temperature is given as 350 degrees centigrade, and the pressure is 1 megapascal. Please remember, 1 megapascal is nothing but 10 bar. So in whatever units the value may be given in the problem, please make sure that you convert it into bar, because the steam table the values are all given in bar, the pressure values are all in bar. So 1 megapascal is 10 bar. So, how do we solve this problem? We are required to find out the amount of heat added in the superheater. Then, what is the volume occupied by wet steam, and what is the volume occupied by superheated steam? We have not, or the question does not ask for specific volume. It is asking for the volume occupied. The reason is, whenever we talk about specific volume, the units will be in meter cube per kg. But here, the weight of the steam itself is 5 kg. So we need to find out the total volume now. Okay, so the first one, for example, amount of heat added in the superheater. How do we find out this? Again, as it is 80%, if we come back to this part, let's say it is somewhere here. Okay, so this was earlier 70%. Now 80% is somewhere here. Okay, so this is wet steam. Okay, so this is wet steam, and from here we need to take it to the superheated temperature. So what we will do is, we will try to find out what is the enthalpy of wet steam and what is the enthalpy of superheated steam. The difference between the two will give us the heat added for 1 kg. Now multiply that by 5, you will get the heat added for 5 kgs. Okay, so we will find out what is the enthalpy of wet steam. So I write it as H, right? This is nothing but HF plus X into. Okay. So again, we know that the moment X becomes 1, this becomes the enthalpy of dry saturated steam. If X becomes 0, if X is 0, then H will be equal to HF, which is boiling water, saturated water. So we have already, what we need to do is, I have already told you how to look upon in the steam tables, look at the steam tables. So at 10 bar, it is 1 megapascal is 10 bar. At 10 bar, I have written all the properties, looking at the same steam table. So the saturation temperature is 179.9, HF value is so much, and so on. All these values have been mentioned. So HF is nothing but 762.6. So I write this as 762.6 plus X into HFG. What is the value of X? X is 0.8. So this is 0.88 into HFG, which is 2013.6. So finally you get some answer, let's say A as so many kilojoules per kg. So this is the first part. We have found out the enthalpy of wet steam. Now we can find out the enthalpy of superheated steam also. So I'll write H superheated is equal to, again I'll write this as Hg, because what is Hg? Hg is nothing but HF plus HFG. The value of X is obviously 1. So here this whole thing I have noted it as Hg. Okay, so this is Hg plus this part. Okay, so that part is CPS, again inside bracket T superheated minus T saturation. So Hg value we know at 10 bar, which is 2013.6 2776.2, CPS is 2.25, insert bracket. What is the superheated temperature? The superheated temperature is 350 degrees in the superheater. So 350 minus, now the saturation temperature at 10 bar is 179.9. So when I do the calculation, I'll get some value. Let's say this is B. This also is kilojoules per kg. Okay. So heat to be added will be equal to P minus A kilojoules per kg. That is this value minus this value. That is the amount of heat to be added. But you can see that the units of all these values which we have found out are for 1 kg. So it is kilojoules per kg. But what is the total weight of steam? It is 5 kg. Therefore, total heat to be added will be given by 5 into B minus A, whatever this value is. And now the units again will be just kilojoules. It is not kilojoules per kg because you have found it for 5 kgs. So total heat to be added, you can also write it as total heat to be added for 5 kgs is equal to 5 into so much kilojoules only. It is not per kg. So this is how we find out the answer to the first part, that is the amount of heat added in the superheater. Now let's see the volume occupied by wet steam, which is the next part. Now what I do is the specific volume for wet steam, we write this as X into Vg plus 1 minus X into Vf. This is the equation what we use for wet steam. Now what happens is, generally in most of the books you will find that the specific volume of wet steam is written as simply X into Vg, because 1 minus X into Vf, just see the value of Vf here. It is so small, 0.001127. It is there in the steam tables, you can find out, and that is at 10 bar. That multiplied by 1 minus X, the value of X itself is 0.8. So this will be 0.2. So 0.2 into this value will be again still small value, which is very negligible. So if you want, you can neglect this, or you can also include it and find out the specific volume. Then once we find out the specific volume, we will find out the total volume. So X into Vg means what? This is 0.8. And how much is Vg? 0.1943. 0.1943 plus 1 minus X is 1 minus 0.8, which is 0.2, into Vf is 0.001127. Okay, so this value, whatever you get, let's say this will be A. It will be, because we have found out the specific volume, it is in meter cube per kg. Therefore, total volume occupied by 5 kgs will be equal to 5 into A. Now you will write this only in terms of meter cube. It is not meter cube per kg because it is not the specific volume. It is the volume occupied by 5 kgs. So we will only write it as meter cube. So this is how we find out the volume occupied by 5 kg of wet steam. We are also required to find out, that is the second part is over now. We are required to find out the volume occupied by superheated steam. Now how do we find out the volume? We know that superheated steam behaves like a perfect gas. So what we do is, in this case, we will write this as, that is for the third case, that is C. The specific volume of superheated steam, we write it as this Vg into Okay, so the care that needs to be taken, even in my PowerPoint, I have mentioned it carefully. The care that needs to be taken is when we are finding out the enthalpy of superheated steam, we write that equation as Cp inside bracket T super minus T. There, regular temperature can be taken because addition and subtraction of 273 happens automatically. But here, these values have to be in Kelvin only. They cannot be. You cannot take the values in degree centigrade. So you have to take it in Kelvin. So now what we'll do is the volume occupied, the specific volume of superheated steam is 0.1943. Here the superheated temperature is 350. So I'll write it as 350 plus 273 divided by the saturation temperature is 179.9. So 179.9 plus 273. Please do not cancel this under no circumstances. Okay, so add these two and divide it. So you will get some value. Let's say now this is again B, which will be in meter cube per kg. Okay, now this is the specific volume for 1 kg, but we want it for 5 kgs. So what we can do is the total volume occupied by the superheated steam will be 5 into B, that is whatever value you have obtained here after calculating this. So now it will be only again meter cube. This will not be in meter cube per kg. Okay, so you can solve this using a calculator and be careful when you are doing this. Okay, so this will actually be 623. This will be 623. The numerator is 623 and the denominator also you add whatever the value you get and write it here and then do the division. Okay, and then multiply it by 0.943, 191943. You will get some value. That value multiplied by 5 will be the total volume which will be occupied. Okay, so this is how we solve this problem. Maybe we will solve one more problem and then conclude our discussion. We will solve the last problem. The statement of the problem is something like this. We have 2 kg of dry-saturated steam which is produced at again 1 megapascal and the initial temperature of water is 40 degrees. This is something very interesting because all the problems which we have solved till now, we have assumed that the initial temperature of water is 0 degrees. Now the water is already at 40 degrees and determine the quantity of heat supplied. Take specific heat of water as 4.18 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. Okay, now if I want to represent this here, what it means is I want to produce dry saturated steam. So this is my final requirement. Okay, I want to reach this point. Okay, but here I am not starting from this point, because if I start from this point, that means water is at 0 degrees. But I am starting somewhere here. Okay, where this temperature is already 40 degrees centigrade. So this amount of heat the water already has, by nature it already is supplied with this amount of heat. So from here I need to find out what is the total heat added. This. So what I have to do is, anyway I will be knowing this value from here to here, that is HFG. But this I need to find out. Okay. So there are 2 ways in which you can do it. One is find out the total HF and from that subtract this value. That is one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is from here to here how much heat is added we can find out. Okay, so what we will do is in the solution, heat added is, let's say I will just write it as H will be. Now I am not going to use this value directly. I cannot use it because sensible heat cannot be used directly. Sensible heat is the heat which has to be added to 1 kg of water at 0 degrees centigrade to raise its temperature to the saturation temperature. But now water is not at 0 degrees centigrade. So I cannot take this heat value here. So what I do is, instead of that, we know that heat added Q is equal to or m is delta T. So or mCp delta T. M is 1 anyway, that is 1 kg mass. Cpw is given to us, and delta T is the difference in temperature. So what I will do is I will write this as Cpw, then T saturation minus T initial plus HFG. Okay, so that will be the heat which needs to be added. So this will be 4.18 for water. Now at 10 bar, what is the saturation temperature? 179.9. So I will write it as 179.9 minus what is the initial temperature of water? Water is already at 40 degrees. So this is 40 plus HFG is already known to us, 2013.6. Okay, so when you do this entire calculation, you will get some value as kilojoules per kg. Okay, now the amount of dry saturated steam that needs to be produced is 2 kgs. So for that we need to find out what is the total quantity of heat supplied. So total heat to be supplied now here again I am going to write it as 2 into A. This was per kg. So because it is 2 kgs, 2 into A, I will write it as kilojoules only. I will not write it as again kilojoules per kg because it is for 2 kgs. Okay. So this is one way of solving this. Another way is you can, as I said, what I have done in this case is from here to here, how much heat is added is what I have chosen. Another way is what you can do is the value of HF is already known to you. So from HF you subtract this initial heat. Okay. So how to subtract this initial heat? Another way of doing it is instead of this value, what I will do is initial this thing I will calculate where I will write this as something like this. Heat added now what I do is the total heat HF, that is up to the saturation temperature, but this assumes that water is at 0 degrees, but it is already at 40 degrees. So this minus this. Okay, so minus this means what? How do I find out? Minus, I will write this as 4.18 into Ti minus 0 degrees, because this value is 40 and this is 0. So Ti minus 0, Ti is 40, that is HF. I know the value of HF, that is 762.6 minus 4.18 into 40. Okay, so I will get some value. This is kilojoules per kg. Now to this value I will have to add HFG. That will be the total heat to be added to convert it into dry saturated steam. Then to that I have to multiply it by 2 to get the total heat to be added for 2 kgs. So A plus HFG multiplied by 2 will be the total heat. Again the units will be only kilojoules, it will not be kilojoules per kg. So this problem you can solve it in 2 different ways. One is you can directly try to find out from here to here how much heat is to be added, and HFG I already know as I have done it earlier, or HF I know from the steam table. From that I am going to deduct the initial heat which will give me this heat. To this I add HFG and then multiply it by 2 to get the value. Okay. So normally you come across these kind of problems only where you are required to find out the enthalpy and then the specific volume. In some cases density is also asked. the inverse of specific volume is density, because specific volume has the units of meter cube per kg. So density will be kg per meter cube. So you get the inverse of specific volume, you get density. Okay. So this is how the various problems can be addressed. I suggest all these 4 problems. Okay. So you just don't go through the explanation. You solve them on your own and get the answers, so that it will increase your confidence, and also you can try to attempt some unsolved problems from any good textbook. Okay. So that's it. Thank you. Thank you.